How about that? Can you hear me now? Well, let me reduce the volume a little bit. The background, I mean. Hello, Kai. Thank you for the resub. Okay, let me just transition first. Let me change scenes. As you can see, we are going to be relaxing tonight. Because I think it's time that we also take a break from all the games that we usually play, and it's time we also sit back, relax, and just talk. Hello, Zoe. Promise me that you will behave tonight, yes? Hey, Noxilla. It is thou, holy gentleman. Okay, let me change scenes now. Oh no, I have disappeared. Where am I? Am I there? Where did I go? I think my avatar is gone. Oh, there we go. Hello, everyone. As you can see, we are going to be relaxing tonight. I am currently taking a bath. As you can see, this bath is not the usual one. You are subbed Zoe, you don't need to worry about any ads coming your way. Can you stand up? Water inspector needs to test the water for COVID. It's not water. That's the thing. It's ketchup. Hello, Jamal. Is my mic okay? Are you able to hear my voice? I turned off the background noise suppression so that it would catch my voice a little bit more. Okay, that's good. So how is everyone? I hope that you guys are doing okay. Thank you for the hydrate, Kai. I do have something to hydrate myself with. You might hear it. I'm using a straw to hydrate myself, so this is my hydration. So tonight we will be just chilling out, just talking, and also we will be reading some messages and some questions that we can talk about. Some messages that you guys have sent me. Yes. Reading something that will entice your mind out. Not something that will Luchan, hello. Right now the bubble wrap is somewhere on the floor. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to stand up right now and get it. I'm still relaxing in my bathtub, rather, on the floor. Yes. It's 8 p.m. Why have you not showered yet? Go to the bathroom and take a shower. Sorry. Do not come back to the stream unless you have already taken a bath. Hello, Sora. I can get that later. But for now, bathing in the blood of noobs. Why not? I'm just chilling right now because the blood is so warm. And I don't want to get out of the tub and waste all this very nutritious blood. These virgin blood. So yes, I'm just going to chill here. Yes, it's fresh blood, so they should be hot. No, period blood is different, Sora. I should know, since I am a vampire and a woman. You don't know anything about period blood if you think that this is period blood. what a very nice start to our conversation tonight. To talk about blood. No, no. The freshest blood are those that are taken from a live victim. Exactly. I blame Sora for that. Okay. We are going to start with our first message so that we will stop talking about period blood. Something that I'm pretty sure nobody wants to talk about as well, considering that there aren't really a lot of ladies in chat. Since I'm a cook, I can make some delish blood broth from reused water. I don't think you want to use this. It will coagulate. No, you can't. You can't redeem that right now, Sora. I turn it off. I turned off the alert box, so you won't be able to see that. Okay, let's start with our first question. Like I said, you're also welcome to chime in with your thoughts, with your opinions, and you can also send messages if you want. So let us start. Now I am going back in time to answer some of these questions that were given to me before, for the benefit of those who are still new to the channel, those who recently just joined and subscribed. For the newer girly kids, I am going back in time to read those messages. Hello, Haynox. Okay, so let's start with the very first one, which is let me try and check. Ooh, okay, there we go. Can I zoom it in a little bit more? Let me check. Oh no, that's not good at all. What is this? There's a just a moment. There's ad blockers. Or there's ads everywhere. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this was 8 months ago. That's yes, this serves as a mirror and a TV as well. So when I first got this message, I was confused. I really had no idea. Yes, guy. So this was 8 months ago, and the question was, what's your take on the what's your take on the BL genre? Are you a fan of it? What the heck is this? If the story is good, never heard of it or hate it. it. 'It. 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 ' what the what the BL genre meant. I thought it meant something else entirely. Let me turn that off. I thought that it meant something else entirely. But then I found out that it actually meant bloodlust genre. This is where our unsay-so stream will start, I guess. But yeah, BL apparently stands for boy love, I think. Now I'm trying to be as objective as I can, because the first time that I answered it, I was, how to say, flustered. I did not know how to answer that question because I did not know about it. Now, because we are before a show in case of TOS, yes, exactly, which is why I turned off the TV screen in the back. That way, I screen the message first before I flash it on screen. So I'm trying to be as objective as I can when it comes to, did you research it now by any chance? Well, it's a genre of anime or manga, I believe. It's a two-way mirror. Depends on how you look at it, Kai. But seeing as we are celebrating Pride Month, I am of the belief that what happens between two people should be something that is private, something that should only be between the two of them. Now, it doesn't matter to me whether you are of the same gender, whether physiologically or something else entirely. But to actively seek out manga or anime that deals with that genre isn't really something that I would do. I mean, if it's presented in front of me and I can see that there's a good story, probably. But I don't think it's the kind of genre that I would actively seek out. I will just leave it be and basically just pick other sorts of genre instead of that. So, yes. Okay, now we move on to our next message. Okay, let me just... Okay, I don't think that's the one that I should have done. This particular website is full of ads. Okay. Alright, so this one, I don't know if you guys are already familiar of the story behind my name. Chat, are you already familiar with the story behind my name, Sister Midnight? Hmm. Or can you still remember the origin of why I call myself Sister Midnight? Can you? Okay, so for the original ones, can you still remember? It was an old clan. No, it was not. It was not. It was not. It was actually. Yes, you actually got it right. Yes, Luchan. That's right. If you guys watch HBO, they have a series called Watchmen. And yes, yes, Edie. And in that series, there is one character there who is called Sister Night. And she is a detective by profession. I say profession because I cannot say that she is a detective by day and a vigilante at night, since when you're a cop, you're almost always on the beat 24/7 pretty much. So I'm just going to say she is a detective by profession and moonlights as a, what do you call this, a vigilante. She goes after, I guess, the bad guys and feels that what her profession cannot, or when justice is not served in her chosen profession, she can serve that justice as Sister Night. Now, when I was deciding on my name, I of course saw, I was watching that at the time, but I also knew that using that name wouldn't be a good thing to do. I don't want to have any sort of copyright strikes or anything of the sort. So I wanted to create a character that is sort of an iteration, I suppose, of Sister Night. And so it became Sister Midnight. And that is the story of my name. Now you know where I got it. So you fight crime off stream. Yes, but as a vampire, Tahu. So better make sure that you are not doing any crimes, lest I get whined about it. I'll learn about it. And you never know. Sister Midnight might be onto you. So please do be careful with your crimes. If possible, don't. Yes. I do cybercrime. Scammer crimes. Yes. Okay. The next one. This How do you wish to be punished? Do you have a particular, how do you say, a particular mode of punishment? If so, I think Daddy Fennel will be more than willing to dole it out for you. Yes, Daddy Fennel will do that. Okay, so we move on to the next one. Okay, this one, I don't know the reasoning behind this question. How can I use this to make myself handsome? That is a question that I don't know as well, Tahu. I am assuming that he's talking about the messaging service. And also I'm assuming that this person who sent me this is also male, physiologically male. I heard I need to step in someone, yes. Tahu wants Fennel-sama to step on him. Where do you want to be stepped on? Can you specify the body part you wish to suffer? Fennel-sama's steps. You need to be very that would depend now on Tao. If he prefers to be stepped on that area. I think that borders on some tendencies that is better left in private rather than declared to the entire world. But to who? A nice massage. Yes, why not? Okay. So to go back to this question, making yourself handsome is more than just looking physically attractive. There are some people, individuals, guys, who may not be physically gifted by the gods in terms of the looks department, but nevertheless, women find them handsome, not because of the looks, but because of how they carry themselves. Tell us what these other things are. I am is no, Tao, it's not. You can be the most physically attractive person or the richest person, but you can still be ugly AF if you have the worst personality in the world. PP size. Why? Do you think that women will judge a guy for the first time through his PP? I don't think so. I don't go around like we don't go around meeting new guys and asking them like how about size that is not only rude, but that I think would also turn off a lot of people. Whether it'll turn off. It's. Scribbles stickling. Exactly. I don't think you would go around doing that. And much like the other way around, I don't think you would go around looking at or meeting a new person or meeting a girl and saying, "Nice to meet you. What's your size?" That's that's a nice bulge you got there. That would be. I don't. How would you? According to some source, they really need ugly bastard in the industry. Really? Oh. Speaking of which, there was actually a what do you call it? A study conducted, and you don't need to ask. You go to. There is no nude beach where we are, guy. I come from a pretty conservative country, and nude beaches here are not allowed. We don't have nude beaches here. Okay, so there was a study conducted interviewing women, and it, as much as women say that they like hot guys, as their partners, as their boyfriends, but ultimately they are going to go for no, not money. They're going to go for a guy who they feel is not as hot, because ultimately, I'm just gonna tell you a little secret. Girls, even if we don't admit it, we can be pretty insecure. And so, we don't want other girls chasing after our man. And if you have a boyfriend who is so bloody freaking hot, then you are gonna face a lot of competition. And so, us girls don't want that. Lay off the workouts. Why not? Why not? But, okay, I'm gonna eat some more chips. But you know what? One of the things that really makes a guy handsome, at least in my opinion, this is strictly my opinion, yes? Look like the BTS guy. No. I don't like guys that look like dolls. No. No. It's your scent. At least in my case. It's not your money. It's your scent. Men who smell clean, that's actually a turn on. Not gonna lie. Garlic scent, no. raw garlic sends me into a frenzy that I just want to get away. So no garlic scent. At least no raw garlic scent. I'm just going to turn off the say out again. Toasted garlic, yes, maybe. I smell like workout. Well, I'm not really sure how our sweat glands affect our, how do you say, our scent. But most of the time, scent is supposed to be just neutral. But when mixed with the stuff that is on your skin, then it becomes, it acquires an odor. Spray Febreze and are good to go. But it's also weird to have somebody who does not have a scent. So it's weird for me to have to be near someone who doesn't smell like anything at all. Because that's how you are able to how do you say, to pineapple baths. I didn't know pineapple baths could actually eliminate the scent. Okay. Now let's go back. No skin, no scent. Well, then you'll just smell like blood. Because you won't have any skin. Alright, let's continue. This is the next one. Okay. Before I do that, let me just hydrate myself. I'm drinking a glass full of sweet blood. Okay. Next question. They can't. Pineapple contains an acid that is the opposite of our own human stomach acid. Oh, soy's back. Okay. The next question is, what kind of partner are you looking for to be with the rest of your life? And how many kids would you want? This was 8 months ago. Wu-chan wasn't there then. 8 months ago. When was 8 months ago? Maybe somewhere in October? September? Something like that. Where are you going, Zoe? We're not yet done with our discussion. You just came back from your shower, yes? Right. So basically, I am just like any other regular female. It's June already. Yes, exactly. Well, there is that. The thing is, I am, how do you say, I get easily jealous. There is that. And And so, if I were to be with someone, I wish to be with someone who gets me, who understands the vibe of who I am. I, I, I'm not really very familiar with the tsundere and the yandere vibe. I'm not very familiar with that. Now, in terms of kids, whatever is, whatever fate decides to bless me with. But the thing is, as a vampire, that might be a little bit difficult. So if I were to have a human partner, would it be possible to have him be the pregnant one instead of me? No, I don't think that would be possible, but a vampire can hope, yes. Maidenless. So yes, that is my e-kids. That is my answer. Okay. The next one. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So, do you hate guys that tell you what to do? Like you don't have a mind of your own? Or would you hate guys who throw themselves at your feet, spoiling you and making you like queen material? Okay. Any woman, any woman in her any woman in her sane mind would want to be spoiled, would want to be treasured, to feel treasured. Now, it depends on the woman in question. But in my case, it really depends on the situation. Because if there are instances where I know very little, then I will welcome instructions. But it really depends on how that instruction is given. If you are going to tell me what to do, please do be respectful and kind when giving instructions, because how you say it makes a difference. Why the Sniper Assassin Squad? I want to look them to see my face. That English is terrible. Yeah, it took a while for me to understand this in the beginning. No U-turns at the police. Oh, but yes. I cannot really say that I hate one way or the other, because that would be how do you say stereotyping, and no one in this world, whether you're um a woman or a man, a lady or a gentleman, we all have our own preferences, and it could be a little bit of both. What I wanted to say is, I want to look them into their face when I find them. I want to see that look in their face when I find them. Why? Okay, this is a question that I want to ask those in English lessons with Thanos. Okay. Alright. This is the next one. This is a little bit, how to say, serious. The question goes, what would you do if you found your boyfriend's phone unlocked and he was in the shower? Would you look at his text messages and Instagram to see if he was unfaithful, or pretend everything is okay? So before I answer that question, I would just like to ask your thoughts about it. Would you want your significant other to look at your phone? You can look at my phone and type all that stuff, and there is PH. I personally wouldn't, because I'm single. Delete his Candy Crush game. It depends on which account it is logged in. Are you saying that there's alternate accounts? I wouldn't check. Okay. For me personally, we're talking about if you were the guy, would you want your significant other to check on your stuff? Delete Flappy Bird? Does Flappy Bird even exist still? You can have more than one phone. The good phone and a mistress. Is there such a thing as a mistress phone? Okay, in all seriousness, I don't have a problem with someone checking, but I wouldn't check because I have enough respect and trust in my significant other. Second space? What is second space? And why are you familiar with that lineage? Okay, so shall I give my thoughts now regarding that question? Oh, if they want to check, it's fine. Enjoy the cursed images. Personally, for me, I think it was best, how do you say, summarized by Tahu. If you really do love and respect your partner, you will respect their privacy, and you will give their trust that they are not going to do anything that merits hurting you. So, to make it short, no, I will not check. Because I want to show my partner that I do love, respect, and trust him. Second space is built in on my phone. It's like a guest like on Windows. Okay. I did not know that. I would Oh my, okay. Lineage be out here is giving some tips on how to using a different fingerprint to open. My phone is nothing but full of Giga Chats. So yeah, there we go. That is my answer. Lineage be out in the world being super spy. Yes. Okay. The next one is a little too sus. It's a little too sus for me, actually. I don't know if I should be showing it. I usually use it when kids borrow my phone. Oh, okay. So that's the reasoning behind that, huh? Alright. Yes. Because it requires me to answer. Okay. Because this question is saying I have to pick one and I can't choose neither. So, post it in watch it. I'm just going to flash it on screen and then I'll remove it, yeah? Post it in DC. I'm just going to flash it, read it, and then I'll exit it. Yeah? Okay. This is the question. Who would you pick to be with? A guy that cooks using garlic in all his dishes that you have to eat every day, or a guy that loves to have sex every day? You have to pick one, and you can't choose neither of them. There we go. That. Yes, that is the question. And so, therefore, I am choosing not to answer that. The garlic guy. Somebody just subscribed. Tier 1. Sista? Sista? Hello? If you're not seeing the second one, the last part. The power of pausing this. No, I can't. So yeah, I think you can understand why I am choosing to skip that part. Yeah. Okay, the next one is now a little bit more easy. Oh. Oh wow, okay. Wait, just a moment. Okay, alright. Copy that. I was reading a message from the wands. Okay. Next one. Let's open it, shall we? Okay, this one is more understandable and, I guess you could say, normal. More normal sounding question. So, do your parents want you to marry someone of the same ethnicity as you so they don't disown you? Or do they endorse you to have interracial relationships? My, Mafia Queen has already told me that she wants nothing but for me to be happy, and that she is not going to stop me from choosing the person I wish to be with. She's not going to interfere in that. Someone really trying to get mad. I don't know. But, so yes, whether it's interracial relationships or the same ethnicity, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that that person and I intergalactic. Imagine, just imagine if I had an alien. If I had an alien for my partner. But yes, Mafia Queen and Mafia King as well, they want nothing for me but my happiness. I'd be down for intergalactic. I think, Tahu, that you are thinking about tentacles. You're thinking about tentacles at the moment. Aliens may not look like your Mass Effect babes. And just think of all those. If you did, you would be the news and on Dr. Phil. I am so not thinking about tentacles. I hope you're not. So yeah, there is your answer. My family will not judge whoever I choose to be with as long as that someone is someone that I love and makes me happy and makes me feel loved in return and treasured. And yeah. Okay. Respected men of culture. Okay, let me hydrate myself again. Alright. Next one. Alright, there we go. If read mine, it's so enlightening. I don't understand. Why am I whispering? Because because this is an ASMR stream. So, yes, there will be plenty of whispering involved. So, the next question is, if you can move to anywhere in the world. Hello, Bethernil. It's okay. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Well, there you go. I guess you and that other person is of the same mind, Tahu. I was thinking you'd be eating 1 kilo of pork belly or something. I think you're talking about a mukbang and not the type of ASMR that I am doing. Hello, Bethernil, how are you? I hope that you're doing okay and that your parents are not forcing you to do some stuff that you don't want to do. So, yes. Okay, going back to the question. If you can move to anywhere in the world, where would you live and why? That's quite easy, actually. I want to live in Japan. Not only because of the environment and the culture, but mostly because I feel that my message is so empowering. What is your message exactly? 3-digit warrior. What is happening? Am I in the right stream? I don't see hot tub section. Well, this is a hot tub filled with the blood of a ketchup sauce. Isn't that like counterproductive? This is not ketchup. Marinara sauce. He'll cook his sister later. Leave her marinating overnight. So yeah, there is my answer. It's Japan. Because not only are they technologically advanced as well, but they are able to fuse modern technology with their old world culture. And that is something that I find very unique, actually. Isn't Japan the place where all the mosaic censored stuff? Really? Japan good for tourism or vacation, but for permanent residency? Well, that I don't know, since I have not been able to live there in a while. Okay, next. Land on the pixelated? I don't think you would like vampire meat, Anox. It can be very tough. They are very racist, subtle, but racist, like very mild. It's barely noticeable. It's because the Japanese have been... They are trained they've been brought up to be polite, and so they're not going to show that particular aspect of themselves. No, Bethranil, of course not. A vampire is not dead. She is undead. I think you're confusing the vampire with the zombies. I am not a zombie, and so my flesh is not rotting yet. It's marinated, the meat will be fresh again. 5 more hours. The meat will be tender. Alright. Alright, this one is pretty easy actually. There you go. Smoky flavor. Okay, so this one is pretty easy. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Yes. Tahu got it right. I am a dog person. I think you're a dog person. Yes, I am. No, it's not. I don't know why I got that message. It's a bad person. I wouldn't call myself you're a mosquito person. Mosquito persons are very, how do you say? Alright, we are moving on to the next message. This message starts out very normal really, but then it ends in a very yabai tone or yabai message. Okay, so shall I open it? I shall. Okay. So it says, did you know if you keep eating garlic, you'll get used to the taste of it and start to love it. It takes time and patience, just like once you go, you never go back. And there, I turn it off. He's talking about coffee. What did I just read? Yes, we are going to think of it in the most say-so way possible. I think I know what's behind that. Yes, so just keep it private because that question is a little too yes. No matter how I try to interpret it in the most unsay-so way possible. Yes, it's not a ghost. I am controlling it via a remote control. Okay, this one is something that I would like to ask you guys as well. Alright, there we go. What would you do if person 1 you like does not like you back person 2 likes you, but you don't like them back? Do you continue to win person 1's feelings, or give person 2 a chance? Person 2 is a false statement. This doesn't happen IRL. Person 2 is like dividing by 0. Let's just, for the sake of argument, let us suspend our disbelief and imagine that this is an actual situation happening. Who would you pick? I can't make an art. How would you know? So basically, would you prefer to go for the person you like but doesn't like you back, or go to the person you don't really like but likes you back? Oh, there we go. There we go. Venal Sama is there. He actually had this happen. I went with person 2. I think, at least for me, back when I was hot, who is person 3? What is this, a third wheel sort of thing? Dude. But it really depends on how confident you are and you setting your priorities on who you're going to love, whether it's yourself or the other person. Too much frying and unrecognizable. The thing is, I have come to realize I've come to realize that if you don't love yourself, if you don't give, at the very least, importance to yourself, then you will never be able to truly, truly love somebody else. And for me, at least this is my opinion, I am going to go with person 2. Because fact of the matter is, love is a verb. I want you guys to internalize that. Love is a verb. It is more than just emotions. It is more than just feelings. I love what? So I choose what? Person 2 is nice, but I'm too dense. Maybe you should have somebody bonk you in the head a little bit, lineage, so that you can become a little less dense. But yes, our emotions, they are fickle. Oh, my hand. Emotions are fickle. but actions love the action is more powerful, and love the feeling will come after love the action. Yes, my hand is trying to escape out of the tub. I'm sorry about that. Okay. But you see, in this scenario, it clearly states you don't like them, so you'd make yourself unhappy for the sake of someone else. Maybe that could be. But like I said, love is a verb, and love the feeling is a product of love the verb. So you might think, I don't love them. I don't feel any love towards that person. Then love them. Don't just feel love, you act it. And like Hanok said, it doesn't mean that you cannot start to like them over time. And if you commit to loving them, who knows where that will take you. Maybe I'm just too narcissistic to make the right choice. Is it about narcissism, though? That is something for everyone to ponder about later on. I don't think you would be happy with a harem. Narcissism can ruin a lot of stuff, yes, without a doubt. Okay. Next. This one is related to Warframe. So, pretty benign. That works all in anime. And if you're an oil sheik in Saudi Arabia. Alright, there we go. Will you get bored of Warframe that you will start playing other games because you don't like the RNG grind? Well, as you can see, that question was 8 months ago, and I'm still here. I'm still doing the RNG grind. Now she will do Warframe run and Eidolon hunt solo. Yes, that is a goal. So, there is your answer. Now let's move on to the next one. That is actually the next question, Hey Nox. As you can see, the question is, are you dominant or submissive? I am going to interpret this in the most objective and most say-so way possible, because I don't want to be stricken by TOS. But basically, when you say dominant, there is no say-so way out of this. There is. I have already thought about it. There is. Don't worry. When you talk about a dominant basically, if I interpret it in a say so way, a dominant is someone who demands, yes, who gives the orders, and who basically takes. So if you were a dominant in a relationship, you would be the one giving the orders. You would be the one telling your partner what you want, telling them what you want to receive from the other. Yes? This is not just meant in a sexual way. It can actually be interpreted in a more, how to say, general way. And that is how I'm planning to interpret that. A submissive, on the other hand, is a giver. One who likes to give pleasure more than they like receiving it. So, if we are going to interpret this as in a say-so way, without getting into dangerous territory, I would say that I am a little bit of both. I am a little bit of both. Because there are times that I wish to be more assertive, and there are times that I wish to be more giving. Let's just put it that way. That is the most say-so way I can interpret that. Okay, next one. Alright, so the next one is, what is the best way to win a Filipino girl's heart? Like you, for example. What do you like? Great garlic food? No. If there is garlic in the food, more likely than not, I am not going to be consuming it. But only weirdos. I think I no longer have the what do you call this? The vibe for that any longer. But I don't think winning your way to a woman's heart differs from one culture to another. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to win over a Filipino girl's heart or you're trying to win a Japanese girl's heart or an American woman's heart or a European woman's heart. Essentially, there are some things that are universal. It applies to all women and not just to a few select races. 8 months ago was different. Also, just to clarify, these messages I think came from my Facebook page, not from Twitch. Actually, Haynox, Lineage was not yet. Or was he? I think not yet a mod at that time. I was still on Facebook and I was doing this solo. To Heems United. Yes. Not yet. Alright. Let's move on. Okay. This is also a little bit yabai. That explains the whole indicator. Okay, the next one is another yabai one. Yabai? I don't know what to call it, but okay, let me just open the video or the question. Okay. I've been thinking of dumping my girlfriend because she's starting to complain that I play video games too much, that she's trying to control what I do in my own house. Not only that, when I want to have sexy time, she gives me excuses and call me gross when I touch myself to feel better. What would you do? I see Lineage was also shocked when the questions popped. I guess it's the aspect of anonymity that sort of removes that layer of censorship, and so they feel it's much easier to say it because we don't know who they are. So for those who have girlfriends out there and who also play video games, what are your thoughts on this? I would like to hear. I would like to hear your thoughts about this question. Actually wash yourself before. Definitely dump the girlfriend or dump the boyfriend. Who are we dumping here? Are we dumping the girl? If you can beat me at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I'll stop playing. No smell, no taste. It's answer to that. Okay, let's take a show. Alright, here are my thoughts on that. I cannot speak for all women. Okay, let me just preface my statement by saying that I am speaking for myself. I do not speak for all women or vampires for that matter. Now, I am speaking from, let's say, the girlfriend's point of view. Start scribbling. The thing is, remember what I said about me getting easily jealous, that sort of thing? And I think this really applies not just to me, but a lot of women out there. We do want your attention. Sometimes we may not express it, but we do want that attention. It's easy actually, but food, give her good, cuddle, sexy time. Women tend to view sexy time not just as a physical bonding between the two of you. It is also an emotional and mental bond. Instead of okay, alright. Schmexy time. Yes, yes. Thank you, Haynox. So if you were to demand schmexy time, I'm sorry about that. If you were to demand schmexy time without even taking the time to connect with her emotionally, mentally, and then physically, then without a doubt, she will call you and she will say no. So if you want to get her turned on for you, don't just focus on the physical aspect, but turn on her emotions first and turn on her mind. Pleading query. Elaborate further on attention. By attention, we don't mean that you have to face us 24/7. I just mean that at the very least, you acknowledge our presence, especially if your girl is, how to say, cuddling up to you while you're playing video games. It can still be done. You can still give her attention even when you're playing a video game. Something as simple as a hand on her back, stroking her back, or what do you call this? Holding her hand, hugging her, kissing her cheek at the very least, or her nose, or whatever part of her you wish to kiss or hug. Acknowledge, at least be a priority. Yes. You need to make her feel that even though you are doing something else, she is still important to you. So that when you do ask for that schmexy time, she will be more likely to be amenable to that. Time to re-educate. Why do I see myself? Hello, Pastel. Okay. What is there a message? Okay. Thank you for moderating. Alright, so we move on to our next. I got Terry eye. Oh, Pastel can relate to it. Hello, Pastel. Ain't it late for bath? Hello, Darker. No, it's not. This is a hot bath. Doesn't matter how long I stay here, yeah? I am bathing in the blood of virgins at the moment. So it's fine. I am, in their words, I am marinating myself. So, for you gentlemen out there, this is my message to all of you. Your video games will still be there, but finding a woman who truly, truly loves you is going to be difficult. Yes, more than just the bare minimum. Exactly. Alright, let's move on to our next question, shall we? But first, I have to hydrate myself because I have been talking for a while. Never have a relaxation. What is too much? Are you talking about attention, Tahoe? Well, it becomes too much when you also demand her attention 100% of the time. Like, not even allowing each other time to be apart and spend time with your friends. That is already too much. Because here's the thing, Tahoe. If you're able to spend time apart and enjoy new things even without the other, it makes it so much more exciting when you come back together. Because you get to share more experiences with each other. Cold and hard shower, that's all I need. Why a hard shower though? Why a hard shower? I'm trying to understand the hard shower thing. What do you mean by the no vulturing one another? Something like that, yes. Give each other time and space to explore new things and grow as a person. So that when you do come together, you are richer for it. Just extra quick and rough scrub, quick wash off and done. Alright. Okay. Okay, the others are sort of, this is even more yabai. Yabe. Yabe? Yabai? I don't know. True men boil themselves in the shower. Alright, this is the next one, but I am not going to answer this because it talks about schmexy time again. And this is unfortunately, here in our country, having a cold or hot shower is not very common because we are in a tropical country. Things expand. This is... yeah, it is. So this is the question I'm not going to answer. I just want to show you. Do you believe sex after marriage or before? Do you also believe sex is only for making babies and not for fun? But yeah, I am not going to answer that question. Although I would love to, but I think that delves more into the values that each one of us holds. Whether those values are religious ones or personal ones, I don't want to bring that up in here. For mature audiences? Well, okay, let me just try and check. Where do I check that again? Settings? Let me check. Channel? Maybe it's in channel. Let me make sure. No, I don't think it's here. Moderation. I don't really know where to look. I don't know where. Is it in moderation? I don't think so. Affiliate. Stream options. Let me try and find that. I don't think there is stream options here. There's only settings. And oh, there we go. There, I have done so. Hello, Henry. What's with the voice? It's ASMR stream time, and so therefore I am speaking like this. It's FB questions. How was Midnight's chat? Actually, they're quite respectful. It was only during these times, the say out messages times, that it became a little bit how do you say that? Okay, so let us move on. Okay, most of the questions here involve garlic. Okay, this is something that I think that a lot of us can relate to, except maybe Soy, who is still in school. And try to be productive. Alright, Henry. Enjoy your dinner darker. Make sure to cook it properly, yes. So the next question, what did you think would be awesome as an adult, but isn't as awesome as you thought it would be? Well, having own apartment, yes, living independently, right? Was it not as awesome as you thought it would be, Tahu? Independence. I need to do my chores and it takes up my free time. Oh, I relate to this so much. I thought living alone sounds great, yeah. Having a relationship with a gamer, oh really? You thought it was going to be awesome, but really was not? Would you care to elaborate on that, my fellow sister? You thought that being with a gamer would be awesome? she is still, I think, elaborating on what she is talking about. But for me personally, I thought that living independently, living in my own, having the freedom to do things on my own, and being able to earn a living and pay for stuff that I want was awesome. But then I realized that with great power comes great responsibility. You might have the freedom to buy things on your own, but you also now have to pay for things on your own. You no longer have your family paying stuff for you. The only good thing is you have personal space. Yes, personal space. My own house, my own consoles and PC, getting drunk with no supervision. Did you think it was it as great as you thought it would be? Or was it not as great as you thought it would be? I hope that your, what do you call this? Whatever, that's something that you found or that you thought would be great but wasn't really as great is going to be something that will slowly evolve over time. Okay, now we move on. This is another yabai question, so I'm not going to answer this particular question because it smacks of downright cheating, and it's I don't know how to describe it. And yes. Okay, alright. I am going to go up to the new ones. Let me see. Alright, so this is going to be the new one. People were wild back then. Okay, so as you can see, this, or does it show it? No? Yes? Alright, there we go. Would you rather be in a forced marriage set up by your family to someone you don't like, or marry a nice homeless person? What's up with these questions, Tahu? What's up with these questions? I don't think they are, as you can see, they're 4 days ago, but they're also I'm not. So this is the question that I would like to ask, or I would like to ask your opinions on. If you believe, I think this sort of question is something that will depend on your culture and also on your value system. Now, in my country, we do have an arranged marriage. It does not apply to me, But in other, how do you say, cultural groups, this is a normal thing to happen, to have an arranged marriage. So ultimately, most of the time in those cultures, they are indeed arranged into marriage, and most of the time they are not given the choice as to who they pick. But nowadays it has changed just a tiny little bit, and people are now more, or at the very least the newer generations are now more open to being able to pick someone they love, whether it's a homeless person or not. So of course, nowadays, let me just tell you this, I don't know if it's just the ladies, but women nowadays are more, how do you say, more practical in terms of deciding their future. Nowadays, it's no longer just about thinking about your feelings and your emotions. Of course, they play a very pivotal role, but it's no longer the top priority of women. They're more assertive in their choices, and thus women are choosing to be more to hold off getting married rather than just getting married at the very first sign of someone who is interested in you. I sense, I don't know how to describe it. Money it is. Security is basically what modern women are looking for. A future that is secure, where they don't have to worry about the future of not only themselves, but also their children. Security needs money also. There is that. So I hope that answers a little bit of the question. Whoever you may be who asked that question. Okay, this money is the biggest factor. Alright, the next one. Let me open it. What would you do if you found that the guy you are going to pew pew is wearing adult diapers? And here I thought that the questions were no longer going to be yabe. I guess I was wrong. I have been proven wrong. The questions are definitely not say so. So I'm going to turn that off. But, okay, let me just let me just preface that because, first of all, you need to ask why he is wearing adult diapers. That is the very basic, the very first question you need to ask. No, you do need to. Why though? If you have chosen to engage in a physical activity with someone, then I would assume that you are interested in them. And if you found out that they are wearing this particular thing, there has to be a reason. Hopefully, it is a medical related reason and not because they are too lazy to get up from their chairs and go to the bathroom. That maybe just got exactly. But the thing is, as someone who got an operation, there was a time when I had to be hospitalized because my appendix was removed and I had to be in diapers because I was not allowed to move. But here's a realization that I made. It's very difficult to pee in an adult diaper. Believe me. It's very difficult to let go in a diaper. There's a difference. What is that difference, Haynox? What is the difference? If you're wearing an adult diaper for medical reasons, you won't meet that person somewhere and want to poop because they'll be hospitalized. You never know. Weirder and stranger things have happened. Maybe you're a nurse and you meet this patient. Alright. Okay, this one is now more, how do you say, more. Okay, question is, how am I? I am doing good, actually. Thank you for asking. That is a calm down English. Alright, this one. What made you become a streamer? Okay, this one is a very, I think, tame and say-so question that I can definitely answer with no problems. So, I became a streamer when that pandemic, the global pandemic started, because I was stuck at home. I will not hesitate to stab you. And, what do you call this? I got a laptop computer and I started playing video games. And I don't know why. I just decided, well, I'm stuck at home. I might as well just share this gameplay with the world. I was not really looking to expand or anything like that. I just wanted to play video games and be able to share it because I was stuck at home with nothing to do. And I had internet, of course. But mostly it was just for browsing. And so when I got a laptop, that's when I started streaming. So there you go. Alright. let's move on to the next question. Why be. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. Why be a vampire? What intrigues you about them? Actually, when I chose my lore to be a vampire, it was not like intentional. When I started streaming last year as a VTuber, I went into streaming without thinking of any lore. If you were on my endurance stream, you will see the previous other iterations of my avatar. They were just normal looking avatars. There was nothing really, how to say, there was nothing like any background to them or anything like that. I just wanted to create an avatar that will represent me as I stream. But then, what do you call this? Halloween came, and I decided that I would, I guess you could say, cosplay as a character. So it's an avatar cosplaying as something else. Does my avatar? No, it's purely fictional. I don't have enough, how do you say, artistic ability to emulate what I look like IRL. Tahu. I am just picking the, what do you call this? I forgot the term that is used for 3D avatars. It's purely fictional. I don't have red hair. I don't have fangs. I don't have giant eyes. But there is one thing that is common between me and this avatar, and that is that beauty mark on the left side of my chin. That is something that I put in there because that is something that is with me IRL. You don't have fangs, I don't. Unsubbed. Fake advertising. And so therefore, I decided, there were actually several, how do you say, characters that I was choosing from. It was a doll. Then there was the spider girl, or how do you call it, a spider lady? And then there is what is Toofs? And then there is the jester, and then there is the vampire one. And I was playing around with the various textures, I guess. Texture is the right word. And I happened to come across this texture and combination and came up with this particular character. And yeah, I have been that character since then. Okay, moving on. Alright, there we go. This is a more what's your favorite food? I think you know what my favorite food is. Do I actually need to emphasize what my favorite food is? Pasta. Dinuko. I am literally bathing in it right now. Yes? chimichangas. I'm literally bathing in it right now. And of course, I'm not going to eat this. Ketchup, pizza, pasta, sauce, garlic bread. All of the above. Okay, let us move on. Alright, here we go. Next question. Have you ever thought of taking a really long break from streaming and maybe from social media too? Because you need more time to sort out IRL issues? I only ask this as some people stop streaming and come back 6 months later or so. Okay, Tahu, that depends on how you consume it. As a vampire, blood is my primary sustenance, and so it is food for me. I do not consume it as a beverage, as something that goes with solid food. Blood is the only sustenance that I need, and so therefore it is food for me. Yeah? Okay, back to the question. In the beginning, I struggled, blood and wine. I struggled with having to balance out my IRL life and my streaming life. It was something that, that affected me to the point that Mafia Queen told me that she was going to confiscate my, my computer so that I stopped playing video games and streaming. And so I had to prove to her, I had to make adjustments to my lifestyle, to the way I handled my IRL stuff and my streaming stuff, so that the two balance each other out. Because the thing is, I understand that people do like to take breaks, and I'm okay with that. You can take a break if you want. But I am lucky enough that I am mentally I'm in a good mental headspace, that I know when I need to take a break or not, which is why I will often take tiny breaks here and there, and I usually tell you guys about that, especially when I'm encountering some IRL problems. Then I always announce it in Discord, yeah? When I'm feeling down or not feeling up to it when it comes to being in the headspace for streaming, then I tell it to you guys. Because as an adult, we have to realize that we need to balance our IRL life and our streaming life. It's not all about, when you become an adult, you realize it's not all just about video games and playing as much as we want. Because going back to those IRL responsibilities that we have, whether it's work-related responsibilities, or whether it's personal responsibilities that we need to face, I have already learned from experience that running away from those problems isn't going to fix them. They're not going to go away anytime soon. Streaming question, OBS or Streamlabs? I'm actually using Streamlabs right now, Tahu. I have yet to change to OBS because OBS is, or rather has, a learning curve that you need to go through in order to become proficient at it. And due to my current responsibilities IRL, I am not yet able to give the right amount of time to dedicate it to that. Maybe when I have a longer holiday, I'll be able to do so. But right now, I reserve Sundays for relaxation and not think about streaming. I spend it with the ones I value. So I am hoping that you guys do too. To take a tiny little break here and there and spend it with the people you love the most. The people who are most important to you outside of streaming, outside of the online community that we have. No, it's not that. I'm not saying I don't value you. I'm just saying that you need to allot time to your IRL responsibilities and to the people in your IRL life as well, Tahu. I am with you guys every single night, Monday until Saturday. And it's very important to spend time with those who may not understand you and the times that you spend online, and might even be questioning why you're online so much all the time. But believe me, those are also the people who you can run to when you are in trouble. Believe me. Okay, we move on to the next question. First, I hydrate. Yeah. The blood is starting to get a little stale, but it's okay. I can still drink it. It hasn't coagulated yet. There we go. Okay. Now this one, is it? There you go. Worst experience while streaming. I think there are big English. There are two that I can, how do you say, remember. One was being bot rated, where I had to sift through the list of followers and go through them and have to remove followers that are perceived to be bots. And since it's only an AI that's generating them, I can't really know if I'm forcefully removing an actual follower or a bot. Yeah, make sure you don't block actual followers. That's why it was a bad experience for me, because the alerts kept going off. Okay, next one I think would be, I think Haynock's gonna attest to this. Was being contacted by a viewer and being questioned for my priorities and a lot of stuff that, how do you say? No, it's not you, Tahoe. Not you. Just being questioned basically for the choices that I made while on stream, and because I chose to defend someone whom they felt was being unfair, and I had to explain, even though it didn't really need explaining because they violated some stuff, but I still chose to explain because I didn't want to give off a bad impression. But nevertheless, I'm gonna have a black sheep here and there. Exactly. It's your stream, no? Yes. And that is something that I've had to learn little by little, sometimes forcefully, that this is my stream and that I do control the narrative, and your moral compass is key here. That's the thing. I was thinking of that, but the thing is, I am not the type to call people out, you know? So there are times when people abuse that particular weakness of mine. It is, but some people believe they're entitled to whatever they please, yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Alright. Thanks to you, I'm active on Twitch and encouraged me to stream. Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Entitled to sit here or leave. Thank you very much for sending me this message. I am glad that I was able to encourage you to be active in streaming. But I am glad that I became some sort of an inspiration for you to continue your journey here in Twitch. I do hope that you continue to have good experiences on this platform, and that you grow more and more as a streamer and as a gamer. So yeah, there we go. That person isn't me, but same. Okay. Next one is, what's my favorite anime? I can't really describe, or I can't really, this is an unfair question because you're asking me to go through the list of all the stuff that I have been watching. There's plenty of them, so there's no one favorite anime that I have. Okay, next one. This question, pick one. Wait just a sec. What comes in mind when you see the word anime? Waifu. Waifu is what comes to mind. When it comes to anime, waifu is what comes to mind, Lineage. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. Anime has the best looking waifu out there. I may be a girl, but I'm not blind. Uh, I already said it. If you guys didn't hear it, then too bad. I already said it. Oh, you didn't hear it. Okay, I was whispering it so you guys didn't hear it. No, it does not. It's not a hentai, but I don't know. I guess it's no, not really sort of, but okay. Next question. Itchy. All right, next one. Are you a Nagatoro or more of a senpai? Don't search it, lineage. Don't. Please, can somebody explain what this means? I don't understand what Nagatoro means. I know what senpai means, but I don't understand what Nagatoro means. Anyone in chat who can explain this to me? I don't know what this means. Nagatoro is a character? What type of character? Can I search it? Let me see. Nagatoro. Okay. What is this? Is this Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro? Is this the one? I don't know what... Nagatoro is a girl? Yeah? Please don't bully me. Okay. Is there a description of who this Nagatoro is? There's a Wikipedia on her characters. Okay. A first-year high school girl who enjoys teasing senpai, although it appears that she just wants to torture him. She secretly has a crush on him and becomes very hostile towards anyone who tries to bully senpai. Oh, this is kind of like a tsundere thing, right? I'm definitely a senpai, not a Nagatoro. I do tease a little here and there, but I am definitely the senpai, not Nagatoro. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Because I think Tahoe is starting to get iffy. The next one is the same question, actually. It shows here. Hello, Sakura Commander. If you could choose to live anywhere, where would you want to live and why? And there you go. This is your question, isn't it, Tahoe? The question basically was, you dominant or submissive, but asked in anime term. I guess. Which one? The Nagatoro and the senpai one. I said I am definitely a senpai. Not the Nagatoro one. Okay, moving on. Senpai being the submissive type. If you're talking about, the teasing thing and sort of that, I'm definitely more of the one being teased and not the one doing the teasing. Alright, next one. What's your favorite candy? If it's more local, elaborate its contents. Well, let me see. Actually, I like. Okay, let me just clarify this one because candy in my culture or where we're at, we're the bully squad. Yes, you guys are definitely Nagatoro. Don't even try to deny it. The thing is, when you say candy, here in my country, when you say candy, candy means usually a transparent, sweet, and hard type of condiment food that you can eat. And I know for a fact that when it says candy on the Western culture, candy actually can refer to chocolates as well. So it encompasses a wide range of food. But here in my country, when you say candy, I am very specific to, or I'm referring to those that are not chocolate in nature, but sweet nevertheless. So there is one. It's called pastillas. I don't know if this is available in your country. Speaking about candy, like bonbon. No chocolate. It's obvious. It's my question. There you go. You've been found out, Tahu. Okay. Here in my country, we have this something called pastillas. Or to be exact, pastillas de leche. And it is a combination of, I think, milk and... Yes, Luchan can actually attest to it as well. But it has, the thing is, with pastillas, the nice thing about it is it can be merged with different flavors. You can make an ube pastillas, you can make a yema pastillas, you can make a durian pastillas. It's basically like it can basically fit with any flavor or fruity flavor at the very least. It's okay, imagine a taffy. I don't know if you've heard of a taffy, but I think it's available in the western regions. Right where it's in front. Basically, they're soft, chewy, taffy-like candies, creamy, with sugar around it, where you can add various flavors to it, and it'll taste very, very good. Very well, very good, something like that. Unga Bunga Brain don't know. Let me try and see if I can find a proper let me see, a proper, I'll try them when I find them. Yes, you should. Let me see, pastillas de leche. They're sweet milk candies that are usually served for dessert. That's basically the most generic thing you can find. The most generic statement or description of them. But the thing about them is you can mix them with a lot of flavors and they will still taste divine. Okay, there you go. Let's go to the next question, shall we? Alright. You get reincarnated in a medieval world which has a skill system like a typical MMO. What skill that slurp was unnecessary? Well, you reminded me of that candy, and so I was just reminiscing the taste of it. What skill and path of life would you choose? Okay, let me just. Mapping skill? Oi, oi, are you calling me out on my being constantly lost? It went straight to my brain, by the way. I got here. Max volume with studio headphones. Yes, exactly. Please explain. The mapping skill is OP. I have no idea what that means. But I think if I were to choose a skill, it would be the skill to be able to copy another person's skill. I don't think that's a bad right. Although there would be a limit to that particular ability. Like there is a, how do you say? No, I was just going to explain that there is a limit to that ability, and that copy pasta skill. Why not? Why not? Exactly. What are the conditions to use? You read too much. I know, Lineage. I've been reading way too many manhwas right now. Okay. What do you gotta do to copy? I haven't really thought about that yet, but I'm pretty sure that I need to put limitations on that skill. Like, say for example, if you copy that skill, you can only use it once. Meaning, you can store it in your, shall we say, list of skills, but you can only use it once. Once you, shall we say, use it, it'll no longer be available in your list of skills that you can use. Do you do something to the What? What does that even mean? That's one of the limitations that I think would be good to nerf the skill, so to speak. You can only use the skill you copied once. You cannot store it indefinitely. What if you copy that skill again? It'll be stored in skill list or total ban. It's like Euphemia from Overgraret. I don't know who she is. I'm just starting a skill and running off with it. Reincarnated as Overlord. Is it? I don't know. But that's basically one of the best ways to nerf a skill that is deemed to be very OP. Can't move to encumbered. That's overload, not overlord. Okay, so that's the skill that I want to have. So, overgeared, that should be easier. Overgeared manhwa. Okay. Okay, there's. Okay, there we go. Which superpower would you want to have and why? Being omnipotent isn't a valid superpower. Why not? But no, it's not a. Being omnipotent is not a good power for me, I think. Why? Because get, how do you say? I get anxious easily. And being able to know the thoughts of every person on the planet, being able to know everything there is to know about them, that is a very heavy burden. A burden that I do not want to be or to have or placed on my shoulders. OMG, the choice of words. Why? What choice of words are you talking about, Lineage? Semi-omnipotent. What do you mean by semi? I was thinking you're going to say I'll get dragon power easily. No. As much as I can, I'll try to stay away from that. Judging by the Dying Light and Garuda first experience. Yeah, but I don't get to know what they're thinking. If I happen to know what they're thinking, then it would be a completely different story altogether. Because then I would be feeling what they're feeling, knowing their thoughts, their fears, their dreams. And if you're able to know that, it becomes more difficult to deal with them. At least, in my opinion. So, yeah. Okay, let us move on. Oops, that was a little... Okay. This... Okay, just a sec. Let me just mute myself a little bit, yeah? It was not a burp, it was the sound of the blood being sucked through the straw. Alright. Okay, this one is another... I thought we were done with Yabe, but apparently not. Okay. Yes. It was the blood being sucked through the straw. So, which will you go out in a hot date? A really smooth eggplant? Or a cucumber with too much personality? Whoever sent this question is... Okay. Am I stupid because I don't understand this question? I'm trying to interpret this in the most say-so way possible. I'm trying to interpret this in the most say-so way possible, but my brain is going there. the place where it should not go to. I may have an idea, but I'll keep it to myself. Please share it with us. Hey Nox, I need some ideas on what to say. What does too much personality mean? Okay. Let's try to look at it from an objective point of view, yes? So, an eggplant, when you look at its, how do you say, characteristics, is smooth. That's why they say a really smooth eggplant. Oh, the secondary meaning. Yes. No, I'm not going to discuss the secondary meaning because I already know what the secondary meaning is. So I'm just going to go to the first one, which is the more say-so one. So the eggplant is smooth in texture, and so when we're talking about it in terms of people, I guess you can say a smooth talking individual, you know, one who is very suave with the ladies and is able to charm them with the way he speaks and is able to persuade them to see things his way, that sort of thing. The other one, though, I'm not quite sure how to interpret the cucumber with too much personality, because there is referring to the brain. It's the way their personalities, yeah, or how they handle themselves. Because there is such a saying as cool as a cucumber, yeah? Smooth brain. Smooth brain means you're actually stupid. Because smarter people have more folds in their brains. Because that would mean more space. But smooth brain means nothing in your brain anymore. So go for the brain with more folds, not the smooth brain, yeah? Anyway, going back to the cucumber. The cucumber. There is a saying that says, cool as a cucumber. There is that saying. So I'm trying to interpret this in terms of personalities. That there are some people who are just cool by just being there. Like, they exude this aura that makes us want to be with them, even if they're not saying anything. That's the saying, when's a cucumber? I don't know, it's just an expression. It says cool as a cucumber. Wait, let me just... Self-possessed, calm and composed. Self-possessed. Yeah, there you go. So, from the fridge, there is that. Self-possessed, calm, composed. So there are some people that exude that sort of aura, even without them having to say anything. Hello, DMX. Women like cucumbers, right? I don't. Well, cucumbers are good to put in your eye, because it's when you slice them up from the fridge, peel them, slice them up real thin, and put them over your eyes, it'll help with swelling. Yeah, smooth as baby, but is also saying, but it means full of poo. So, if I were to choose, it's really kind of hard. I mean, can I just refuse to date any of these two? Have you done? You have Insta salad. Yeah, on the eyes. Put it on your eyes. Salad V. You just put a slice of cucumber on your eyes to, depuff them, that sort of thing. But, okay, going back to the question, if it were me, can I refuse the both of them? I have an intense dislike for men who feel like they know everything. So we're talking about the smooth eggplant here, who feel like they know everything and they tell you what it is that you should be doing, that sort of thing. And at the same time, I also don't like the cucumbers with too much personality who think that they are the coolest individuals in the world and who think that women should flock to them because they're cool, because they are this, because they have swag, that sort of thing. They are the men of I don't know what to call them, alpha males. I think they consider themselves like that. So I would rather not date any of those two. So yeah. Oh my goodness. The tomato, the banana. C'est la banana. Why not? Going with a banana or garlic. Oh my goodness. Alright, I think we are on our last message now. Okay, this is the last one, and I think this requires knowledge of some current events that have happened in my country. Okay. Okay, this is the last one. What's your opinion about Skusta, who left his daughter and wife for his own happiness? Anyone know who Skusta Klee is? I love that this has become a thing. The Sella Banana thing. Yeah, indeed. Filipinos out there, my fellow kababayan, what's a Skusta? Okay, let me try to look it up, yeah? Let me just let me see. I am trying to search the most articles. Let me see. I think based on what I saw before. Okay, alright, let me just. Skusta Klee is a hip hop rapper, songerist here in the Philippines. Oh, I know him now. Boring. Oh, what's the meaning of left them? Did he abandon them without funds to live, or did they simply break up? He's a scumbag, period. I don't really follow what he's doing. Okay, this is actually an important question that goes beyond being a rapper or anything of the sort. This person, let's just call him person, okay? Apparently, or has a girlfriend who is also a, I think a vlogger. Also, I guess you could say not really a celebrity, but more like an influencer, I guess is the right term. And he has a, sounds aggressive when you say it. Okay, how shall we name him then? Scoos. Let's call him Scoos. Scoos. There is no problem. Women do that all the time. Okay. So here's the thing. Apparently, he separated from his influencer girlfriend. They're both influencers, basically. He's an artist, she's an influencer, that sort of thing. Please call us person again while Scoose the goose. Yeah, let's call him that. Yeah? We wouldn't want to be called out by Scoose the goose. So basically, he was found to have cheated on his girlfriend, and he left his daughter with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend is also an influencer. Let me just try to verify this real quick because, there are so many issues that I can't even uh, find. There's supposed to be like an actual. Okay, all right. Let me just. It has become a little bit more. How do you? There's so many. Wait, just a sec. Let me just read it so that I will actually know. Okay, so, like I said, he's not even handsome. Okay, so in short, cheat story, breakup shenanigans. The thing is, my question is the I guess the principle that we're talking about here is more than just fame. It's more than just breaking up with your girlfriend. There's actually, shall I say, a deeper issue, and that is the responsibility of Scoose the goose to his daughter. I get it. We are all adults. There are. Why do I feel like everything is on fire now? Just a moment. I think. Okay. We're on fire. He signed the divorce paper. There is no divorce here, and I don't know if they're married yet. He's living the gangster life. If, say for example, oh, Dex is very updated with this sort of thing. First, he was caught cheating with other girl, then girl broke up with him, then the girl got pregnant, and he's the father. Then they came back together, then he cheated again, but this time the baby is born now. Oh, oh. When they first broke up, he made a song. Dex is definitely a Marites. He knows a lot more about this issue than I do. What a so basically, the the girl that he left was the other girl that he cheated to begin with, and then they got back together and now they have a daughter. Okay, let's just put it that way. So the thing is, song that pertains to the girl. Oh, is he okay? Did he create any song about his, I don't know, his daughter maybe? Like what he feels about the fact that he does have a daughter with this girl? It doesn't matter if. Okay, here's my. When the baby got born, he made a song. What type of song is it? What is the song about? The thing is, when you become a parent, no matter titled Lagi, what is the message of the song? May I know what the message of the song is? Hello, Soy. Can somebody please tell me what the The lyrics of the song is let me see. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally choked in the blood because I decided to breathe and sip the blood at the same time. Talks about him babysitting his baby every minute. I'm back. I accidentally breathed while sipping blood, so my throat did not like that. Okay. So I am going to assume from that how do you say that song that despite what has breathing is a no, that despite everything that has happened between him and his baby mama, I guess we can say, that he does love his. I thought it was a blanket. Nanny. That's what you get for not being here, Zoe. That he does value his daughter. Now, we don't really know what is going on behind closed doors, beyond public eyes, beyond the cameras and the lights. But what I do know is this. Slightly transparent. What I do know is this. When you become a parent, it doesn't matter what stage in life you're in, whether it's you're a struggling artist or you're a megastar. Once you become a parent, your priorities shift. Whether you like it or not, it might be something that you did not ask for. It might be that parenthood was something that you did not want in the first place. But I do know this. Your rights to do whatever you want, the privilege of doing whatever you want, ends when another person's right begins. And that is the right of your child to grow up in an environment where he or she will feel loved. Hope you don't get pruned near this. It's not. Can you hear the water? Yes. It is water, is it not? Because you might think that being able to do all the things that you wanted to do will be hampered by having a kid. I feel that it will actually be enriched by it Why? Because you now have something that is a part of you, and something that should make you feel more, how do you say, how do you describe that? Make you feel more inspired to strive for your goal. With sis, is bathroom really in bathroom? Yes, I'm in the bathroom. Sorry. I am doing this so you can feel the water. So, for those out there, for the whatever position you might have in your life right now, if there is another human being, a tiny, helpless human being who cannot defend themselves from the outside world and only has you or their partner or your partner to, take care of them, please give them priority. It may mean making some sacrifices. It may mean having to put off some stuff that you wanted to do. I know that. But we are now talking about someone that is more than just yourself. So we are going to end our stream here with that message, with this how do you say, with this line, not line, but this is actually from our constitution, not anyone's constitution, but ours. Your rights end where someone else's right begins. Especially when that right is that of a tiny little human who came from you, who is a part of you. So please make sure to set your priorities straight. Reassess your priorities and find out what your worth as a human being is, and if it is worth sacrificing that other part of you. And with that, I am going to close out this one. I hope that you guys, family always comes first. Yes. I have always been a believer of that. I have always been a believer of that. Especially as someone who came from a broken family, I have always been a believer of that. And I will not stop believing it now. Okay, so thank you guys so much for me, God comes first. If God is within your family, then we don't have any problems, Zoe. Okay, so thank you guys so much for staying until the end of the stream and this what do you call this, our first ever subscriber stream. I hope that you guys enjoyed the little chit chat that we have had, and that you guys learned a little bit more about some values and opinions that I do have. You can't. I'm sorry, Soy. The redeems are turned off. You cannot see that. Now, For those who wish to know about the other sussy questions that are, because there's a long list of them, I can post them in the subscriber channel so that you can see what the questions are. Anyway, thank you guys again so much for staying until the end of the stream. We shall now be raiding out. And thank you as well to those who followed, subscribed. Kai, thank you for the resub if you're still here. The 8-month peeps. Okay, so let us see. Ooh, yes. 8-monthers. Alright, so Lucian Plays All Day is playing Warframe. Let's go and raid him, and yeah, time to, what do you call this? Get back into the grind. Oh no, I can't. Alright, there we go. Let us raid. Just a sec. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Stream Manager. Now, since the stream ending, I can go ahead and become my usual self. Good night, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow on my next stream. What was I supposed to be playing tomorrow? I think I'll be playing Warframe, I think. Thank you as well for being respectful. Or not to say something. We are now going to be going to Lucian. Yeah? Let's go and raid him, and thank you once again for staying until the end of the stream. I really appreciate you guys staying and engaging with me and with chat. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, 7:30. Monument Stream. Good night, everyone, and as always, keep safe. This has been your Vampire Onezima, Sister Midnight, signing off. Let's go raid.
And still maintain that family. I'm sure it's a great place.